products that I've used that were black companies, and Walmart somehow swooped them up, and next thing you know, it's being sold there. And it's crazy
Yeah.
because I could find it at Family Dollar at first, still at a cheaper price than like the beauty supply store. But Walmart is going to cut like another dollar or two off of it.
So, and again, this is where we are in our society as a whole. But is this not what we want? We wanted them to support black stores. Now, we can either have them support the black stores or be mad at the reason that they are supporting them. Does that really matter to you? Because a business entity is going to be a business entity. They're in it
Well,
to make money.
they were saying that if you're still going to shop at Walmart, at Target, buy black, because the
Of
black
course.
companies are still inside of there. So I just never stepped. I haven't been inside of the Target all year. So,
Yeah.
and it kind of suck a little bit because their baby section does crank, like it crank. I will say Target's baby section is probably the best, but
True, true. Walmart, baby, man. Walmart, get your stuff together on that baby section,
I
man.
just went into Walmart the first time this year, like a month ago, because my baby needed some more school clothes, and Garanimals is $3. Like
Like, yeah,
it one
it's
one
almost no
time I saw
brainer.
it for $1. They was on like the clearance. Some of the little
Hmm.
clearance stuff was for $1. Like, how can I give up? And Garanimals has a way better texture than Family Dollar clothes, like way better.
But yeah, we are way off from our original premise
I
here.
know, right?
But no, no, no. But this is a good conversation because now it comes. Black consumerism is a thing that's always been like a two steps forward, three steps back for us because we
Hmm.
don't have stores, a big chain store that has the infrastructure to support just having a bunch of black stores being sold. And then we have the stigma that black businesses have that they're not good enough. They don't have the resources to be just as good as their white counterparts. So there's always a uphill that they have to climb over.
Hmm.
So I don't know. If I became a billionaire, I think one of the first things I'm doing is building a chain store. But then you have to
Hmm.
think about all the politics you have to play to even get into that realm. I
Hmm.
remember, and this dude's not black, Mr. Beast. This is I'm
Hmm.
just using this as an example to talk about all the hurdles you will have to go through just to get into the market, right? So Mr. Beast, very popular YouTube. I think YouTuber. He's at the height of his power at this point.
Hmm.
He wanted to make Mr. Beast chocolate bars. I know y'all have seen them. This is where I learned this process from. So he had them in selling in like major chains,
Hmm.
but then they got either moved or taken down because there's like a conglomerate of chocolate makers or candy makers that kind of pushed him out the way. So either stores stopped selling his stuff or they moved it for the more popular brand from like Nestle and all that, right? So
Hmm.
there's another hurdle you have to go through. Now, if Mr. Beast, with all the money he has and all the fanfare he has, is struggling to get his candy bar in a eye level position, what do you think is happening to us when we go to do these types of things? Because not only does it exist on the candy aisle, it exists on the meat aisle and the cereal aisle. And when it comes down to getting into these stores, you still have to compete with these stores who will bombard uh, their people that's already selling there to get your stuff out the way. So
Hmm.
it's like you have to have double the money they probably have just so you could grease elbows to get in the door in the first place.
And you
So
gotta sell a little bit of that soul.
yeah, yeah. Um, we don't have any black commercial. I mean, black commercials, black TV channels that are on a major network.
Mm.
I know everybody like to bring up OWN, but Oprah
That's
doesn't
Oprah.
own. She doesn't own that. So
Oprah doesn't own
no, she sold that almost immediately.
for real.
Yeah,
I did not know
yeah.
that.
And with all the money she had to have somebody to go in with her. So even with
What is that?
what's Diddy's? Sorry for bringing Diddy up, y'all.
Revolt.
What was his Revolt?
Hmm.
They all, I'm pretty
That's on
sure
YouTube.
that's on YouTube. So it's like
We don't have. I
We're
mean,
not in the we're
we
not
have
in the
something, but
we're not in the spaces to be like we can boycott and do this without the help of another platform. I
that's
said
very
that way.
true. That is very true.
Hey NASA, how you doing?
Hayodon.
But no, like it's just what we are right now. Let's see, one more question here.
Our
Why
nation.
are we trying to get eye level as a black community when we aren't even trying to put our products in our own community first? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yes, it
Yes, it
does.
does make sense. But I don't know. That's such a double-edged thing to say because we always want we want our black community to thrive, but we're in a place where the stigma is so high that we can't thrive in the black community in some cases.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
changing. That is changing. But you've been on the internet when a black company mess up or a black independent company messes up. Everybody kind of dogpiled on them.
Yeah,
Dog piles
that's
on
the
them.
issue. And that
Yeah.
is the issue right there because it's like no one gives room for growth and mistakes.
Mm. That's such a
No
great
one
way of saying that.
no
That's what I
one
was
gives
trying to
that
get to.
room. That's why a lot of these other companies they last for 50.
That surprised you now.
It's the clap. It's the clap for me. No one. That's why a lot of these companies from 50 to 100 years ago, they did their dirt, but they still were able to consume them because their their audience was like, okay, we'll forgive you guys.
Yep.
Forgive you guys.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, in our community, we love bringing each other down. We love it. We get a thrill off of it. I see it all the time. I was just telling you earlier how it's hard for me to be in these black girl groups because like I'm just trying to start a conversation, ma'am. I'm just trying to start a conversation. Why are you trying to be demeaning towards me and I'm just starting a conversation? You don't have to demean me. There's not even I didn't even know there was space because I normally leave like open ended questions. Like I took a little bit of linguistics a long time ago. I took English. Open
Hmm.
ended questions that I or at least I thought people wouldn't take like to heart and personally. Why are you demeaning me? Why are you laughing at the simple fact that this question is being had?
Yeah.
We love to bring each other down. So anytime a person of power, when it comes to black folks, we make one mistake, oh, that's it. And it doesn't even have to be a major mistake. Now, if it's something major, all right, now, all right,
Yeah.
now, we need to do the thing. But if it's not something super massive, like forgive and not forget, but let's move on.
Yeah. Allow them to grow. I wouldn't say we love to bring each other down. I mean, I know there's a subset of
Not us.
character that does that, but um, we're just wired that way.
Yeah,
We've been wired that way.
that's that slave
When you,
mentality.
it's true. It's been beat into us. We've been pushed. Redlining pushed us to these small spaces
Yes, indeed.
where we had to fight for scraps. Um, if you're working a job for quite a while there was not that many spaces for black people.
Yes,
It's like
indeed.
there's only one or two opportunities for us to move up in so many different times. So all of that starts to play into and bleed out into other areas and aspects. So yeah. Also, another reason that we go into these big box stores and we skip over the black community is because where the black people don't see a reason or want to take the risk, the black people with money, I mean, want to take the risk to invest. There's always a white or Asian counterpart with
Mhm.
money that's like, I see the vision and I can see a way in. Look at the sharks. That's kind of how business works. You know, the TV show, The Sharks, where they come in with a
Shark Tank.
product. Shark Tank. Thank you.
Okay. I was
Well, you
about
know,
to
the
say.
people on the panel are called the Sharks.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that's how it is, like in business for the most part. I mean, not exactly like that, of course, it's TV, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's going to be somebody that's going to be an investor, and there's somebody going to sell you short, and then there's somebody going to show you exactly what the value is, but then they're still going to sell you slightly under that value.
Yeah.
And then you have to make the decision of which slightly um which deal is better for you and your company. And usually those other people come in with a slightly better deal
Yeah.
than what some of the black investors would put up,
Yeah.
because we're afraid to take the risk because we ain't got as much money as them, and we can't get
Nor the
investors
power.
together or
Nor the
power
power.
or the notoriety to get different investors to come in with us.
Facts.
So,
I think that's a,
it's and this is not a pity party for, oh, woe is us. That's not what this is. It's just the
it's
reality
a,
of what it
it's,
is.
it's a fact. It's literally what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
But